Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We are a joke. I did not expect to be making this video, and I'm making this video. After everything that happened with Mike Maignan, the whole saga, I mean, obviously that's over now. I thought, you know what? This is what I said. I said, don't worry too much, guys. I know Mike Maignan is better than everything we have, but it's not like we don't have a competent keeper at the club. Am I talking about Sanchez? No, I'm not talking about Jorgensen. I'm not talking about Mike Penders. I've basically pinned all of my faith, all of my hope on a goalkeeping front that Petrovic will be the man. For next season, and he's not even in the Club World Cup squad. Can you believe it? I honestly think this club is turning into some sort of joke. It's a sick joke. This, for me, I really, I know we fumbled the bag with Maignan, but at the same time, I was like, you know, it's in our control. It's in our hands. We have the leverage, and we already have a great goalkeeper in Petrovic, which I really trust him. I think he's great. He's 5 years younger than Maignan. And I heard earlier a couple of weeks ago, we were interested in selling him for 25 million. I'd say he's worth at least 40 in the modern market. The guy's had two great seasons. Last season at Strasbourg, he was exceptional. The season before that, obviously broke into the Chelsea side when Sanchez got injured, and there was no reason to ever change it from there. But we did, and we sent him on loan anyway. Which I already thought was a poor decision. And I thought, you know what more does this man have to do to prove himself as a competent keeper for this football team when you have bozos like Robert Sanchez in goal, making mistakes left, right, and center. And people have the cheek. I mean, Matt Law has the cheek to release an article. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Defending Robert Sanchez on a Chelsea front is PR to the next level. It says Chelsea's interest in Mike Maignan had put the future of Robert Sanchez in doubt, but the club believed he improved through the season and saved the team at least 9 points, which are crucial to their qualification for the Champions League. What a load of waffle. Absolute waffle. It also comes out, we're also hearing that, according to 86 Longer, that Chelsea considering taking Mike Maignan next year on a free transfer because that's going to make us look really good now we don't have a keeper. Why would you not bring Petrovic to America? I don't get it. What are we doing? This is really like, you know, when you think to yourself, when you're having a conversation with someone and they go, oh, well, what if so-and-so does this or does this? And you go, they're not that stupid. Look, they're not the smartest people in the world, but they're not that stupid. They wouldn't do that. We've done it. We have done it. We've actually left our best goalkeeper out of the Club World Cup squad, which implies, very plain and simple, he's not going to be a part of our Premier League squad. Why would you not bring him? If he was going to be a part of the Premier League squad, why would you not bring him? And you would bring Robert Sanchez, Jorgensen, all these other guys. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I just think that, you know, although I've never been a huge fan of the process in terms of the way the club does business, they never address short-term problems. It's all about the long-term. That's why they always sign youth. And, you know, for me, Petrovic was actually a player that we could have given credit in terms of the way we signed him, the fact that we developed him. He got to a level where we thought, you know what, we trust this guy. He's good enough for us. I'm not saying he's better than Mike Maignan, but nobody can sit here and tell me that Petrovic isn't good enough to be in goal for Chelsea. He's clearly good enough. He's clearly capable. And I just, honestly, at this point, I really don't know what to say. I mean, this is fumbling the bag to the next level. And this makes the whole Mike Maignan saga so much worse. It makes it look like we are just totally oblivious to the mess that we're creating, because it's not all about appeasing the fans. Of course it's not. You know, as a football club, you're entitled to run however you want. But what do we, the fans, want? We want to see the club strive in the right direction where they can be successful. We want to see progress. Am I seeing progress on a goalkeeping front? No. Are we seeing what we wanted to see in terms of the striker situation? We signed the lap, but I think the answer again is no, because we're not seeing enough to address where we want to go next season. And that means signing ready-made players that can push us in the right direction. Now, Andrés Santos is coming into the Club World Cup squad, and that's great. You know, I think the midfield is actually one example I can say we've certainly upgraded. And I don't understand why we didn't just do with Petrovic what we've done with Andrés Santos, which is, yeah, put him out on loan and then bring him back and he can come into the fold and absolutely improve the squad. So I just think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. I know Kendry Pires has not come into the Club World Cup either, but I mean, we've known that he's going to Strasbourg for a while. He's going out on loan, and that's fine. But it's just crazy to me. It's really, really crazy how we're operating. And I've gone from saying, be calm, let's see what happens in the rest of the window, to now thinking we are just stupid. Like honestly, it is. I wasn't embarrassed that we didn't get Maignan, but now I am embarrassed because not only have we missed out on a player that isn't ours just because we couldn't match the price that Milan wanted, we couldn't even. We fumbled the bag with our own player, a player who's already on our books with no pressure, and we've decided to leave him out in the squad. This is for no reason other than the fact that we want to sell him. You have to understand that. Anyone that doesn't appreciate that, then I don't know what you can be thinking, because it's just ridiculous. I mean, if they don't sell Petrovic for a decent profit, then it's pathetic. And we paid what, 14 million for him, 15 million around that mark. This guy is worth about 40. He's great. He's quality. And he's one of the best upcoming goalkeepers in Europe on our books. And we're choosing to trust Robert Sanchez, who apparently has gained us 9 points. Now, I don't know the exact data, the exact stats that drive that particular comment from Matt Law. I'm guessing he's saying that from a Chelsea perspective, but I'm not convinced that Robert Sanchez is a goalkeeper that's going to win me points next year. I'm just not. He had a great season he had a great end to the season, and there's no doubt about that. You know, he didn't make as many mistakes. His distribution was still poor, but he was allowed to go long, and that obviously helped. I think if you want to play a proper style of football in terms of what Maresca's looking to do and pass out from the back, we've seen it doesn't work with Sanchez. We've seen it. So, you know, at this point, if Sanchez is in our squad next season and if Maresca ends up having to play Robert Sanchez, honestly, I can't criticize him because the club are just, it's ridiculous. The club are hanging this guy out to dry. You cannot expect to not make mistakes when you have a goalkeeper who constantly makes mistakes. And then you have a goalkeeper we compare with Petrovic. No mistakes leading to goals this season. And we've left him out. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. I just don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I'm obviously going to America, and I was looking forward to seeing Petrovic in goal. I was looking forward to it because finally I'm going to have a little bit less stress during the match. And when we pass the ball back, I can just go, yeah, don't worry, Petrovic will be fine. No. Mike Maignan, yeah, we're going to bring some experience in. You know, he's a winner. He's older than everyone else. He's a cool head. He's France's number one. Extra £4 million. We don't have the budget for that, even though we're in the Champions League. Fucking hell. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And when I saw that Jamie Gittins, there was about a £4 or £5 million difference in terms of valuation there as well, I thought, what a coincidence. And I would have been very interested to see if we would have done the same with Jamie Gittins. And obviously we didn't. That would have been very hypocritical, spending 50 million when you wouldn't even spend 25 on a world-class keeper, on an elite keeper, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, just really surprised, really surprised with what the club have done there. No idea why they've done it. Doesn't make any sense to me. And it does, makes it very clear what the intention is and always has been. This is not a decision that was made for footballing reasons. It couldn't have been, because in football terms, we know that Petrovic is the best keeper at the club. So this is a decision that has been made purely with the finances in mind and nothing else. That's all they're thinking about, is how much money can we make on this player? And the pathetic thing is they weren't even selling for that much. If they don't get at least 35 million for Petrovic, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. And I don't think they will get that, because they seem to undervalue him themselves at the club. They're literally actively trying to sell him. So I don't know. Part of me hopes that Petrovic holds firm and then gets a chance in the team anyway. But I really don't know how it's going to play out. Obviously, the manager will have a say. I was very critical of Maresca last season for not trying to bring Petrovic into the fold. I always think that the manager has a say in these things, but I do think that this is the club. I don't think that Maresca has been. I don't think Maresca would have said to leave him at home. I honestly don't think that. He's seen Sanchez, he's seen Jorgensen. Petrovic is better than both of those guys. So then you can say, okay, Mike Penders, we can experiment. Maybe there's an opportunity for him to be our number 2. I mean, bloody hell, the way we're going, he could be our number 1, because Jorgensen and Sanchez didn't exactly impress. So maybe Mike Penders will get minutes in the Club World Cup. Who knows? I'm just speculating here. But yeah, just very frustrating and deflating as well, because after a great finish to the season, you thought, let's kick on and upgrade multiple areas of this squad. The goalkeeping one was easy because we already had him at Blueco. He was already in Strasbourg, and now they've left him for the Club World Cup. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let me know what you think, guys, if you think this is a good decision or not to leave Petrovic at home. I personally think it's a disgraceful decision. And I think I've lost my head a bit, really, because we won't have a better goalkeeper. We will not have a better goalkeeper. And we've just actively downgraded for what? 10 million, 15 million pound profit. Ridiculous. So that's my opinion on it, guys. I've got to say, massive thumbs down from me. And I hope Chelsea can sort it out, but we'll see what happens, guys. All the best, and we will catch up very, very soon.